Imagine you're living 12,000 years ago. No hospital, no pharmacy, no pain relief aisle at the supermarket. Because there is no supermarket, there's no aisle. And honestly, there's no you unless you figure this out fast. You've just broken your leg. What do? Now, here's the thing. You'd probably assume our ancient ancestors just suffered, grunted through it, maybe cried a little into a rock, and yeah, some of that happened. But what they actually did to manage pain is a fascinating and sometimes genuinely terrifying story. And the wildest part? Some of their solutions work better than things we use today. First, let's get something straight. Ancient humans weren't dumb. We love to imagine them as sort of permanently confused people wandering around going ouch at everything. But these were highly intelligent, highly motivated humans. We know from fossils that Neanderthals, our closest cousins, survived broken arms, serious infections, and brutal injuries. The bones healed. That means someone was taking care of them, feeding them, keeping them warm, and almost certainly trying to manage their pain. So how? 3 ways: plants, ritual, physical methods. Plants. Nature is basically one giant pharmacy, if you know where to look. Willow bark, boring-looking tree bark. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and indigenous peoples across the world figured out that chewing it reduced fever and pain. Why? Because it contains salicin, which your body converts into salicylic acid, which is almost exactly what's in the aspirin sitting in your medicine cabinet right now. Then there's the opium poppy. The Sumerians were growing it around 3,400 BC. They called it hul-gil, which translates to joy plant. They were not wrong. Cannabis appears in ancient Chinese medical texts around 2,700 BC, recommended for pain and inflammation. Coca leaves were being chewed in the Andes for at least 8,000 years, for pain and endurance. Most modern painkillers, aspirin, morphine, cocaine-based local anesthetics, are just refined, concentrated versions of these exact plants. Ritual. Now here's where it gets interesting. When plants weren't available, or when the pain was emotional, spiritual, or just too overwhelming, ancient humans turned to ritual, chanting, drumming, ceremonies led by shamans or healers. And before you go, okay, that's just superstition. Hold on, because modern neuroscience has found something remarkable. The placebo effect is real. When you genuinely believe something will relieve your pain, your brain releases actual endorphins. Belief literally changes your brain chemistry. There's also trepanation, one of the oldest surgical practices. That's drilling a hole in someone's skull on purpose, found on every single inhabited continent. And here's the wild part. Some of these skulls show healed bone edges, meaning the patient survived multiple times in some cases. We don't fully know why they did it. Headaches, seizures, evil spirits. But the point is, they were doing something. They had a system. Physical methods. Beyond plants and ritual, they used their bodies and environment directly. Hot springs, heated stones wrapped in leaves and pressed against sore joints. Balneotherapy, basically fancy spa therapy, for arthritis and chronic pain. Ancient humans got there about 30,000 years before the spa industry did. Acupuncture appears in Chinese texts. Modern brain scans, actual fMRI imaging, show that acupuncture genuinely changes activity. Egyptians made splints from bark and linen that are remarkably close to what we'd use today for a fracture. Clay and mud poultices contained natural anti-inflammatory minerals, were plastered on wounds across dozens of ancient cultures. These weren't random guesses. These were thousands of years of careful observation, passed down through generations.